Have you ever stopped to think about who's making the decisions that affect every part of your life? Spoiler alert, it's not you. And the worst part is, you don't even realize it. While you go about your daily routine, the elites have been designing a future where you'll have no say, no vote, and much less freedom. They're selling us this idea of a great reset, as if it's the solution to all our problems. But a solution for whom? While you think it's for the common good, they're drawing up a plan that only benefits the powerful. And the real question is, how long are we going to let them decide for us? They promise us a more sustainable, fairer world. But did you know that only Western countries are really adopting these measures? While Europe and North America adjust their economies under strict green policies, industrial giants like China and India continue their expansion without limits or controls. So, is it really about saving the planet, or about maintaining control over those who obey? This is not a coincidence. The Overton window shows us how radical ideas are slowly introduced until we accept them as the only option. What seemed impossible a few years ago, today we accept without a second thought. They promise us digital currencies, faster, more efficient. But what they don't tell you is that these fiat digital currencies will be completely controlled by governments. Every cent you spend, every transaction, will be monitored and recorded. And what if one day you decide not to follow the rules? With a single click, they can disconnect you from the financial system. What would you do then, without access to your own money? And that's not all. Since we were kids, they've been preparing us to accept all of this. Without question. The education system, which should teach us to think critically, has stopped doing so. Remember when they used to tell you, the important thing is to participate? They taught us that it doesn't matter if you try hard or not, that we're all equal. But they never told us that this idea was designed to make us more docile, more conformist, and less able to question the system. If you feel like something's not right, if you see that what they're telling you doesn't match reality, leave your comment and share this video with those who need to open their eyes. Because if we don't do it together, the chance to react will disappear before we know it. This relaxing war is more dangerous than it seems. They distract us with empty entertainment, trivia, and nonsense, while important decisions are made in the shadows. And it's not just an external attack, it's an internal war. Now we're the ones censoring our own ideas for fear of contradicting what everyone else seems to accept. How many times have you stayed silent just to avoid going against the grain? This is their strategy, to make us afraid to think differently. And the worst part is that this plan didn't start yesterday. It's been brewing for decades. Do you really think it's a coincidence that Europe, the cradle of great civilizations, has lost more than 30% of its weight in the global economy since the year 2000? This is not an accident. It's part of a global reconfiguration in which the Great Reset is just another phase. George Orwell already warned us in his novel 1984 about a future where the state controls every aspect of our lives, where the truth is manipulated according to the needs of the powerful. Today, without realizing it, we are living through something very similar. They tell us what to think, what to do, what to eat. And the worst part is that most people don't even question it. We are simply accepting without question every step of this plan. Every time we give up a little bit of freedom, we move further away from ever getting it back. They promise us an idyllic future, but the most disturbing thing is that they will make us believe that it's what we want. They will convince us that there is no better option, when in reality we will be accepting a plan that was never ours, without even realizing that we are being controlled. They are selling us that this reset is the only solution, when in reality it is a carefully designed system for the elites to maintain all the power. They promise us that we will be happier even if we don't own anything. But the real question is, will we be happy? Or will we simply not have the power to complain? Because while they promise us an easier and more comfortable future, they are taking away something much more valuable: the ability to decide about our own lives. If we don't wake up now, when we want to reclaim our freedoms, it will be too late. They are stealing our future. And the worst part is that many don't even know it. The resistance starts here. Share this video, leave your comment, and make sure more people discover the truth before it's irreversible.